Ninth graders, I hope that you guys had a good weekend. I hope that you're able to get out of your houses for a little bit, maybe go for a walk before all this snow came. You just never really know what the weather's going to be like here. All right, let's take a look at our agenda for today. Let's start with your 5 and 5. The first thing on your 5 and 5 is your reading log. The reading log from this past week is due today. I've seen that you have been working on that in your Google Classroom. Just make sure that is turned in by the end of the day. Your new week, which I'll upload to the Google Classroom as well, is starting today, and that goes through March 30. Number 2, let's take a look at your assignment book. While you're working, make sure that you have this at your workspace so you can organize yourself, not only in language arts class, but for all of your classes. I know that you have quite a bit of projects and different things that you are working on, so just try to keep yourself organized by having your assignment book out and writing down all of your projects and homework assignments. All right, so speaking of your assignment book, let's talk about Membean. Your Membean week from this past week is due at midnight tonight. So check in on your dashboard and see how many minutes you have left. Remember, your expectation for Membean is 45 minutes in total. You do have a Membean quiz tomorrow, which is on March 24. This will be an assessment and the writing portion. Remember, we usually do Membean sessions on Tuesday as well, but you have free choice of when you want to complete that 45 minutes. Your new Membean week will start tomorrow, and the expectation is still 45 minutes. Also in your assignment book, please keep track of your grammar. That grammar homophone unit is due on Thursday. You have the diagnostic, which kind of gets a feel of where you are at, the practice, and then the quiz. The quiz is a part that will go in the grade book. Hopefully the no red ink is helpful. Let me know your thoughts about that. And then tomorrow, also please write this down in your assignment book and start thinking about what you want to write about and how you want to respond to the question. It is due tomorrow. I will upload it today so that way you can start to get a feel for it and write down your thoughts as you go. The question is, how would the protagonist in your book react to being quarantined? Give 3 pieces of evidence. The protagonist is the main character. If you choose not to write about the protagonist, that's fine. You can write about any character in your book and think about how they would react to what is going on now. Last reminder. That should be a number 3. Number 3, position papers. These are due today by 5 p.m. If you have any questions, concerns, or thoughts about it, please feel free to video conference me or send me an email. But before you submit them, a few things. I have looked at your position papers. I have added my comments. Check PowerSchool. I put a check mark next to the names that I have looked at, but I still have about 5 of you that have not shared your position paper with me. So make sure that you do that sometime today so I can give you some feedback. And then peer edit. Make sure that you share this with an individual so they can add their comments to it as well. This individual does not have to be in your core class. Next item, self-assess. This is on Google Classroom. Make sure that you fill this out. And with each item, you can either highlight it, put a check mark next to it, or write yes when you have completed each item on the checklist. And lastly, reshare your position paper by saving it under your last name, final position paper. That way I know that you are done. So for example, I chose you, Jake. Armstrong, final position paper. All right, make sure that you put that in your assignment book so you can keep yourself organized. All right, and then today we are moving on to our reading unit. We were originally supposed to go back or dive back into our dystopian unit, but just with the libraries being closed and the lack of access to dystopian books, we are going to move back to our essential research unit, but we're going to move on to Bend 2. So our objective for today, today's pretty simple. I can choose a current event topic to research. We are going to give you 4 choices. Your 4 choices are 1, voting rights, 2, immigration, 3, freedom of speech, and 4, climate control. Next to each of these, I finally learned how to make that link a little bit shorter. So click here for the text set. With each of these choices, we do provide a text set that has all different articles, videos that you can view. That are all about these choices. So today your goal is to read one article from each text set. It's your choice. You do not have to read the first article listed. You get to choose which article you want to look at. Based on what you read, based on what you either want to learn more about, research about, or maybe you have a passion about one of these topics. Step number 2, you are going to complete the question on Google Classroom with your top 3 choices, ranking for number 1. This is my first choice. I really want to research more about this, read more about this, and then 2 and 3. And then after that, give us the day to take a look at your rankings, and then we will put you into your new reading clubs. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to have a video conference with me or email me. I hope that you are doing well. Take care.